When did my husband's mother finally cross the line? I'd been with my husband for 3 years, and his mother still came into our house unannounced every morning to cook him breakfast. My poor baby needs a proper meal, she'd say, pushing past me at 8 a.m. while I was already cooking. She'd throw out what I made and start over. This is how he likes his eggs, dear. You'll learn eventually. My husband was the youngest of a family of 7 and the only boy, meaning he was a forever baby in his mother's eyes. At 18, she was still ordering for him at restaurants and forcing him to open his mouth so she could check if he brushed his teeth properly. Now that we're married, she sends me videos on how to iron his shirts and repeatedly texts how I'll never be able to care for him like she can. At the family reunion a couple of months ago, she, Nancy, introduced me to every single one of the 120 family members as Christian's wife who's still learning how to take care of him. She'd assembled a panel of aunts to teach me in front of everyone. Now, dear, let me show you how to iron a man's shirt properly. She held up Christian's shirt like I was in kindergarten show and tell. See how she's creased the collar wrong? This is why I still do Christian's laundry. I don't do it wrong. I run a household and a company, but Christian just sat there letting her demonstrate proper folding technique to a crowd of 40 women. When I mentioned I had a system that worked, Nancy laughed. Oh, sweetie, watching YouTube videos isn't the same as real experience. I've been taking care of men for 40 years. During lunch, she announced to the table that she'd been secretly meal prepping for us. I found out she's been feeding my son frozen dinners. Can you imagine? That's why I drop off fresh meals every day. The meals she drops off go straight to the trash because I cook fresh every night. But Christian said nothing. Her sister asked about children and Nancy jumped in before I could speak. Oh, she's not ready. She can barely take care of Christian. Yesterday she didn't even know you have to separate his work shirts from his gym clothes. I had to come over and restore his entire closet. She didn't have to. She broke in while we were at work. When dessert came, Nancy started her favorite story. You should see her trying to manage their finances. Christian called me crying because she tried to create a budget in Excel. Bless her heart, she had the numbers all backwards. Now I manage their accounts so they don't end up homeless. Christian was never crying. I have an MBA. I manage budgets for my company. But Christian just nodded along. The peak came during speeches. Nancy stood up with a microphone. I want to toast my beautiful son and his wife. Christian, you know I worry about you every day. Living with someone who tries her best. But don't